Hey, Dan here, and today I want to share some advice for you INFJs, the most determined and hardworking of all us NF idealist types. Now, this is coming a bit from the point of view of an ENFP and someone who has coached quite a few INFJs, and I picked up a few things. Now, as an INFJ, there's a very good chance that you have more self-knowledge and self-awareness than most other people. And sometimes, in the friendliest way possible, INFJs can appear a little stubborn or dug in because they know what they want. They're like, this is, what I want, this is who I am, etc., right? Now, what I'm going to suggest in this video is that you should use that as a superpower. That should be one of your strengths, because knowing really what you want gives you a ton of clarity, which can save you a tremendous amount of time. Now, you might not value that yet, so give me a second to explain, because usually the things we're really good at, we don't see the value in, like for everyone, but especially for us NF types, right? So let me tell you from the perspective of an ENFP or an INFP. We consider many different options. We are open to many possibilities, which allows us to be creative and sometimes adventurous and things like this. But it also means that it can be quite difficult to make decisions, and that often we waste a tremendous amount of time. I mean, a tremendous amount. I've talked to some INFPs who, because of questioning what they should be doing, end up wasting half of their time, 3/4 of their time, questioning the direction they're going rather than just working towards that direction. So the fact that you have this confidence in what you want and who you are is a tremendous superpower, because making decisions is tremendously draining. Thinking about all your different options, very draining, right? So other people waste a lot of energy considering all the possible things they could be doing and reconsidering all the possible things they could be doing. Where if you harness this ability of yours to be quite self-aware and know what you want and then just stay in that direction, you free up a lot of time, which allows you to focus a lot of energy and get a lot more done in that area, and ultimately just have a lot more output in whatever it is that you are doing. Which leads me to another piece of advice, and this especially is going to be true if you're thinking of changing career, is you got to start valuing yourself and how awesome you are and what you bring to the table. I've worked with lots of INFJs who are making a career change, and because INFJs tend to be really responsible and are open to taking on a lot of more, let's say, the grunt work when they don't necessarily like it. Like some people like, let's say, organizational work, and it's really enjoyable for them. And some people don't, but do it because they feel they have to, because it would be irresponsible, or people wouldn't like them, or they wouldn't be accepted if they didn't do it. So if you're an INFJ who's taken on work that's maybe below your mental acuity, let's say, where you're handling all sorts of tasks at your job, and you're thinking of making a change, I'd really encourage you to value yourself more. Think about the high-level things you do really well, the strategic thinking, the connecting with other people and understanding other people, and other big picture, really important types of work. Focus on that when you're thinking of making your career change. Or if, like many people are doing these days, you're thinking of leaving your career and working for yourself, doing your own kind of business, then focus on the things that you do better than other people. Because yes, you might do some of that grunt work and get it done quickly and efficiently, and people can rely on you and all that stuff, but is that really what makes you stand apart from other people? No, not really, right? It's a consequence of your sense of responsibility, of the fact that you aren't going to let people down and you're going to do it, but it's not really what you were put on this earth to do. Let's be honest with each other, right? So ask yourself, what are the things I do that I do much better than anyone else? And then focus on those if you're looking to make some kind of career change or go into business for yourself. I have an INFJ friend, and he's a private individual, as you might imagine, so I won't say too much about him, but he's shared his backstory with me. I've met him once he was quite successful, and now he is tremendously successful in terms of his business and income, and even family life and all that sort of stuff as well. And he got into his business from a total dead end sort of job, like think call center type job. And he was working there, totally undervalued, obviously taking all kinds of crap from the people above him. And he took a risk, he picked up a skill and started his own business and became insanely successful. And I include that here at the end because when I think about him, and I wish I could share a bit more details, maybe I will another time, I'll ask him about it. But when I think about it, it shows that contrast. Like someone going from working in essentially a call center type job to earning like six figures, having their own team, everything else, doing tremendously well. That's not your normal jump up the ladder bit by bit, right? And that happened because in the first job, he was totally undervaluing himself. And then he started valuing himself and applied his focus. I've never met anyone who focused as much at skill development and just performance as this individual. And he applied that of just going in one direction, doing the same thing, doing it better and better, and found huge amounts of success. So I hope you found this video insightful, maybe inspiring. If you are new to the channel, my name is Dan. I publish new videos each and every week, helping you become the best version of yourself, all while creating the most awesome life possible for you and those you love. So consider hitting the subscribe button and the bell, and I will catch you in another video soon. And if you are an ENFP, I do actually have a free training program I've created for my fellow ENFPs. If you go to dreamsaroundtheworld.com/ENFP training or click the card that will pop up here, you can get access to that free training. It has some of my best advice, things that I don't share anywhere else.